Good guys moving. So yeah, it's a fully prepped piece of furniture. Sometimes you can just shrink wrap it and then drape the items in the truck. This is a small piece, but generally these arrows that go left to right, the blanket's longer that way or it's wider this way than it is this way by about 6 or 8 inches. So this is a smaller piece, but I'm still gonna use it this way. So what I do is I get the blanket, I know where it's centered, and get to the center piece of the furniture, pull it up, put it over here, as you can see. I'm gonna pull it all the way up to where this blanket is just literally barely on the ground right there, so it doesn't overlap. Then I take a rubber band, whichever size is generally gonna work the best. So this green one of the smaller ones is. So this I take and get it a pretty good fold on here, like so. I'm gonna run this rubber band on here. This is how you can prep an item all by yourself. This is generally the best way that I've seen or learned how. Put that rubber band on there, it's gonna hold that blanket. So the only piece that's really not covered on a lot of furniture is the piece that's gonna be laid up against the back of the wall right here. So you don't have to worry about it on a lot of pieces. If it's a kitchen island where it is, you'd maybe put 2 blankets and make sure that it's covered on the back also. But this one, it goes up against the wall, so it's fine. So I'm gonna come through with this shrink wrap and make like a little tie for it. I'm gonna come around and I'm just gonna tie it in just as simple like this, but I'm gonna go around this corner. So now when I pull this first one, I'm gonna go real light. And I overlap this top piece right here a little bit. But see, it's a light piece, so I gotta put my foot behind it every time. I'm gonna pull this blanket this way, so I just pull it. So see, every time you pull a hole, I put my foot at the bottom of it to get it tight. This is generally the best way. All the light stuff is pretty hard, so I'm gonna pull this blanket this way so it stays. Put behind it. It's a little bit slower this way, but definitely make sure that your furniture is protected 100%. Don't gotta worry about it. Now if you hire any movers or anybody and you see them just taking stuff straight out, some moves, that's all right if the furniture is kind of dinged up and the client doesn't want you to prep the items. But generally, so we ask. So now I'm gonna hook it on the bottom. The reason why we hook it on the bottom is then when we go over the top of this piece, it protects the toes, number one. And then we go over the top of this piece on the next thing, it won't pull the shrink wrap and blanket up off of it. So I put my foot behind it, kind of angle it a little bit when I get it, like so. Do the same, boom. I'm gonna come back around to this side because after I do this, so a lot of places what they'll do, so I hook it. A lot of places they'll just keep going and they'll shrink wrap all the way up. Well, it already has so much protection that there's waste material. So I hook it at the bottom, come through. This is why I overlapped it. Go, boom. Stick it to it, pull it down some slack, go back up. Once you get better at it, you don't have to do that. I'll show you this next one. Right over here. So see, once you've been doing it a while, it's like you stick it, and I come up, and I know when it touches. So right here, on this last one, it's completely covered. See how this right here comes off? That's that top layer. That's why we come around. We call it capping it. We start at the same corner that we first wrapped. Boom. Some guys pull it really hard. It's literally like this. Oh, like this. Nice and easy. Go back over it. And looks pretty good. Completely protected. Good guys moving.